to I've Got Something to Tell You with Taylor and
Colleen.
And our first official interview with Michelle and Heather.
Thank you guys so much.
Thanks for having us.
Oh my gosh, thank you for having us.
We're at East Valley Paranormal in downtown Mesa, which is a business they own. And we're sitting in the seance room.
Yeah, sure are.
Yes. Well, so we just did a tour with them, and you'll see it on Instagram. But we're basically sitting around a bunch of haunted artifacts, and it's really exciting.
Except for Colleen doesn't look too excited.
No. I'm more I have a healthy respect for it, but I've learned a lot through Taylor and the whole our podcast and everything. Mm-hmm. But it is yes, I do get nervous. Sorry.
She's no eye contact.
Yeah, I listen to the rules.
I did tell her, thank you for taking one for the team, because I'm really glad you said the seance room.
Yeah, that was brave. We're proud of you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
For real, because it can be, we've had people come in to visit the museum and who stop right at that door, come grab one of us. And I'm can you come with me?
Yeah, they won't come in.
They won't come in here by themselves. No, someone will come in at all.
So way to go.
Hey, thanks guys.
Yeah.
Women supporting women. I love it.
Best believe.
So my first question I wanted to ask, because I don't think I got to ask this last time, but when did you guys get interested in the paranormal, or was it something that just kind of already was a part of you? Mm-hmm. When did that fascination?
Do you want to start?
How far back are we going?
As far back as you want
Are we going to childhood, or are we going to when we first met here in Mesa?
I feel childhood. I kind of
Oh, we're going all the way back.
The experience.
Okay.
Only if you feel comfortable.
No, that's totally fine.
Okay.
Me personally, I did not realize that I was living a little bit differently until later, looking back in retrospect. So I'm a psychic medium, but I didn't realize interactions that I had had with people that didn't possibly seem real. They actually were they weren't. They were just for me only. So saw a man at his own funeral, and he asked me to make his sister laugh, and I got in big trouble for that.
Oh.
I got in big trouble for that. But, as the years go by, different things happen. You get signs, you get, tells, little things happen. And you're like, what? This seems weird. This doesn't seem normal. And I've always liked the esoteric. And I've always, since 19, I've been a witch. So it's not unusual to have the unusual happen.
Yeah.
And you just kind of get used to it.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, we met and we became friends and we're neighbors, and then it all just blossomed from there. I'll let Heather tell her pre-story first, and then we'll tell the rest of it.
I first ran into that I have a recollection of is I was around 5, and my grandmother had a farmhouse in Missouri, and so I was never allowed to go upstairs. There was just stay on the main floor. My grandmother was a medium, and there was always a lot of weird things happening in her house, so they always kept all the kids just on the main floor. And so I would throw this ball up the stairs and have it bounce back down, throw the ball, and I threw it up and it didn't come back. And I was like, okay, so I went up the stairs, and underneath the door, it looked like there was a light on. I could see someone was not walking. I thought it was one of my aunts, so I opened the door, and once I got in, the whole room just turned into makeshift hospital beds and people rushing by. It was really weird.
That gave me chills.
And it was just, I just remember standing there watching it all. No one reacted that I was there, but I could just see it. And then I felt a grab on my arm, and it was my grandmother yanking me out of the room, and she was like, I told you not to go in there. And so ever since then, I feel like I've been so interested and just chasing it. Why did I see that? What was it? How do I go back? And stuff like that.
That's cool that you were chasing it and not super afraid of
Curious,
it. Yeah.
I think it's just because it was really normal for our family to have seances at Easter and Christmas, because my grandmother was so into that. So it didn't really scare me because they were always like, oh yeah, there's a ghost in the house. They would
treated
all
it like
talk
normal.
about it. Yeah, it was just a normal thing. So
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Because I
Yeah.
had experiences when I was little too, and it was not like that. I was like afraid. But then my parents would be like, "It's your imagination." I'm like, "No, it wasn't."
Right? No, it was not.
Mm-mm. Yeah. So I love that you grew up in a supportive household.
Yeah.
yeah, it was just very normal. But then when I moved, we moved to the same apartment complex, and we started doing like art gallery shows and stuff like that. And we had just met, and I thought something was really off with this gallery. The lights were turning off and on. It just was a weird vibe. And I was like, I'm not going to say anything because people are going to think I'm weird. Like, so I'm just going to. And then one night we were cleaning up, and she starts talking about how she's a medium and da-da-da. And I was like, okay, I got to ask you, like, do you feel like this place is haunted? And she's like, oh, yeah. Yeah. She's like, let me tell you. And she just started to da-da-da-da-da. And I was like, oh my God. Like things that I didn't like really pick up on, but since she was in like a medium and psychic, she could pick up on it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, this makes so much more sense now that, you know, all this stuff is happening. So we started investigating that gallery, not really realizing that we were investigating, but just like, let's just
We're
check-
just messing around.
we were just messing around. Like, let's go record. Let's
We're
check it
sneaking
out.
in.
And then,
I'm messing around.
yeah. And then one
We're like,
night,
phones.
That's how
things like we started capturing voices, and we were like, what? And then we started having things started moving, and then it got more violent. Then we had poltergeist activity. So it was like, I don't know, it was like a really crazy initiation.
It was a really quick, because it was fast. That was not normal. We started with a few voices that were pretty hilarious.
Yeah.
Like drug voices, like, man, is that the shit? And you're, can I curse?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh my God. Yes.
Sorry.
If not, you've come to the wrong place.
Yeah.
That's the reason why we don't have very many YouTube videos.
Yeah, because they would be all be.
You mark ours as explicit, so
Yeah.
say whatever you want.
Yeah.
But this, you hear this voice, and it's a man, and he goes, is that the shit? And you hear another man go, yeah, that's the shit. And then you hear the first guy go, yeah. And it goes, like, it repeats. Then a girl, like a couple girls say, it was the weirdest, like,
It was
repeating
weird.
phrase that kept coming up over and over. And I'm tripping out because I'm, like, thinking, somebody put an app on because this is way too clear. So I'm begging Heather, like, which app are we using for this?
Yeah, she's like, what are we listening to? And I'm like, The Room. And she's like, I know, but what's playing? And I'm like, I just,
And it's like, I don't know.
I don't know. Like, it was really weird. And so, you know, I think when we first started investigating, like, I always talk about this, and you know, when you kind of don't have very many examples, I feel like sometimes it's just like paranormal television, which kind of gives you like a little bit of a false sense because, right, they have to be entertaining for television. If not, they get yanked. So, you know, you just like, you see and you learn from that, like, well, this is how I guess it should be done. And that actually is not true at all. So I think that first like case that we did, we learned the hard way on so many different things that we were like, oh, this is not how you do this actually. Like, okay, we learned. So it was a really good learning experience, but then the word got out across like town that we were doing it. And like, we would walk into this building right here when it's not ours. And these were like, I heard you guys were investigating. And we were like, what? Who told you? You know, like, and so then it just got out that we were like poking around. And then one day we were like, do you want to come in and check it out? And we're like, we should like make a name up for ourselves or something. Like, I was like, maybe we should be doing this, you know? And then like, I feel like once we did that, we're like, okay, let's call ourselves East Valley Paranormal, EVP. That'd be hilarious. Haha. And then everything just like rolled, like just snowballed into like, next thing you know, we were like in Bisbee, and we were just, you know, then we had a
Read
team.
a couple newspaper articles, which for us was like, what?
Yeah, it was
We were
crazy.
tripping out.
That's so cool.
Yeah, and then now bunches of TV things now since then, but
Yeah.
we did not anticipate. I think we always, and that's not true because Heather, we were sitting in the gallery one time and we had a bunch of like editing or something to do for something. And she's like, I just went to hunt ghosts and drink coffee And that's it.
I love
And that's all I want to do. And I'm like, okay, let's do that. And she's like, I'm not even kidding. I'm like, let's do that. Because I'm about, like, let's do that. Let's go.
I was just going to say.
And I'm like, let's make a list of the pros and cons, and then we will sleep on it for 30 days. And then, like, so yeah, I'm like usually pretty incredibly.
If
cautious.
a series of events had not happened that put us here,
Yeah.
we would have been way too scared to do it.
Yeah.
100%. If a series of events had not occurred, if we hadn't started investigating this place, if people hadn't heard about us, if rivals hadn't contacted us, if we hadn't, like, all of these things.
It was all like meant to happen.
Everything
that
kind of
way.
felt, even just getting our building that the museum is in, was.
It was like, can we tell you that story? Because that was really crazy.
Yeah.
It sat empty, and we'll be kind about stuff. Oh, you'll see why. There was a sign in the window, and we knew it was for rent, but like we had never ever had even entertained the thought of moving into a building. We had a 5-year plan.
Mm-hmm.
We had. Maybe we put a little plan together because we were trying. Maybe in the spring we'll figure something out because we had like a little chunk of money and we were trying to sort things out what we should do next.
We were like, 3 and 5 years, maybe we'll try to get on Main. That was our goal.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was.
Yeah, so we saw the place up and it sat for a little while, and then Heather came by to have lunch with her brother, and she took a picture and she sent it to me. She's like, my brother keeps like not my brother. He's like, it's open. It's like empty. We just walked by. I keep thinking that this is something like, and I said, call him.
Mm-hmm,
We need to call him.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then I heard in the phone, which is a phenomenon that we have happened because we use our phones for paranormal investigations so often, that we get extra voices in.
We
that
have a
help us
paranormal
out
party
in our
line.
conversation. Yeah.
I love that.
So I'm like, we need to call now. And there was another voice on the line that said, yeah, call right now. And I'm like, I just heard a voice say, call right now. So you need to call right now.
Confirmed.
So she called.
I did call. Yeah, I called, and our now landlord answered the phone, and he said that, I told him, I'm like, I'm just kind of on a whim. Is this still available? And he was like, oh, I'm actually signing the lease for it today.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, no problem. Because I was like, I don't want to do it anyway. Like, I was scared. I was like, no, I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
He goes, just curious, what do you do? And I started telling him, and he's like, oh, I know you guys. I've seen you guys. And I'm like, oh. And then he goes, where are you right now? And I'm like, I'm at home. And he goes, can you meet me down there in 20 minutes? And I'm like, why? And he goes, well, he's a big numerologist. And he was like, I told them to come at 3:33 to sign the lease, and they didn't show up. You called me at 3:33.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I love that.
Crazy. So we showed up, we talked to him, and it was like on a Monday.
We talked to him on Monday.
We had keys on Tuesday.
And a lease on Wednesday.
And signed the lease on Wednesday.
That's wild.
And we
Plus
moved
a
in.
month for, like, he gave us so much.
Yeah.
And gave us a blank check. Like, do whatever you want in here.
Yeah.
Dang.
And it was pretty crazy because,
We had, like, exactly enough money.
we had just enough money to move in with our table and 2 chairs and the rideables. And we were like, what do we do now? Like, do we do this? Do we do a museum? Do we do, like, what should we do here? Like, we didn't even know what we were doing. So it was just kind of.
We had no idea.
And are you guys into like numerology and stuff too? Like, does 333 ever show up for you? Since that was
Well, I feel like I am for
Yeah,
sure.
you definitely are.
Yeah, I am definitely into like those signs because I look for signs everywhere. So yeah, I do.
That's really cool.
Yeah, I feel like that was meant to be.
Yes.
That
that
is your
crazy?
answer. And like, what are the odds that like the person that owned this place was a numerologist type person? And
Yeah.
he's just like
Such
attracted.
And
to
he's the
guys.
best thing you
Yeah.
like. He's French and he's
He's just the best.
yeah.
We're very, very lucky.
Yes.
So we moved into a building that we used to investigate, and we investigated it for like a year and a half off and on, and so we kind of already knew it was here, and we like, well, I guess this is the place. So here we are.
Yeah. And you guys said you went to Bisbee and Jerome too. Was that
Bisbee?
Bisbee.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We went to Bisbee and Tombstone.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What was that like?
Bisbee's great.
Yeah, Bisbee was fun.
Yeah. Tombstone's, it was fun. It was cool. We got some cool stuff. But I think,
Yeah.
like, once we went to Bisbee, I was like, oh, I want to go every day. Like, I don't know. It was
I've
just
never
so
been
fun.
there, but it looks so cute.
So if it were to happen that we could figure out how to like buy like a hotel down there, that could probably happen, because it could probably happen. I
We
feel like
always
life
say
could
that.
be like, you could drive. It's not that far.
I feel like anything can happen for you guys at this point.
That's what
Everything.
That's hopes and prayers.
It's a cool space. I mean, like, the people of Bisbee are cool. They all operate on the same frequency,
There's
which is very chill.
a hum
Very chill.
to Bisbee. There's like a rhythm to it,
Interesting.
if that makes sense. And when you start to feel it, it's like a thrum, right? And then you'll start to notice as you start to feel it. If you watch everybody, they're all moving in unison with the thrum, and it's real slow.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
small town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's super well. And if you look at, I mean, it's mind. It is a mind, and there's a lot there. There's a lot under the ground.
There's so much cool history there, too. Like, it's just, I don't know, it's just such a
It's
cool
on my bucket
space.
list for sure. Really artsy looking too.
So when you say it was fun, can you describe what fun was to me?
Running down the hallway away from a potential ghost that turned into being a human. That turned out to be a human. That was pretty fun.
I think for us, I think the reasons why I think some of our investigations work out pretty well is that we don't really take ourselves too seriously, and we like to have fun. You know what I mean? That the whole like curiosity and play makes it a little bit more lighter. And I feel like we always kind of feel like spirit or energy or whoever that wants to communicates with us better when you're kind of like in that zone and you're not super.
I've heard that too.
Yeah.
Like connecting generally to energy, like you have to be in that like creative, like fun kind of state instead of trying so hard to make something come through and doing like all the things right. It's like, no, just make yourself lighter.
Yeah. But it was like partially like, we were getting great evidence, but it also was just like the town is just fun and the people are just fun. And we had a lot of like really great experiences and great evidence. And then just some we were like, that was so ridiculous. We should have recorded that. Because,
Right.
like, because that should have been on TV because that was so dumb. So dumb.
It was pretty funny. That was funny.
Yeah. But it was a good time. It's a good time. We did Tombstone. We got, like I said, good stuff. We did Payson.
Heather got attacked by a cactus in
I did get it.
Oh no.
It was pretty bad.
There were no choya anywhere, can I tell you? Nowhere. Not a single choya anywhere in the whole graveyard. She takes one step. Under her pants.
Under my pants, like over my boots. I don't know how it even got there.
Ouch.
Dude. Don't even know where it came from.
And we put a recorder on one of the tombstones. It was like where all the old like marshals and stuff were. And it was like hotter than Hades. So we like went to the car and we have this system that we do where we kind of use our phones as an intercom system to record. And so we're in the car asking questions we're like, hey, da-da-da-da. And we play it back and we're like, hey, and this lady goes, I'll call you back. And we were like,
She's like, hold on, please.
This little lady.
yeah,
Oh.
I'll call you back.
You're like,
Like,
okay.
Please
So-
do.
We use our phones a lot. So, so even like when we're driving, we'll be like, it's like I'll be talking to her driving and then she'll go, well, let's do this. And I'm like, yeah, it's a good idea. And someone will go, yeah. And we're like, this is an A&B
We didn't
conversation.
ask
Like,
for your opinion. No one
As soon as you guys get in the car, they're all happening with you.
Yeah, it truly is a paranormal party line, and it's so annoying because you're like, we don't need any comments from the peanut gallery. You be quiet back there. Like, it's so ridiculous. It's kind of annoying though.
It's been happening for a while.
Yeah.
What was your guys' like, and it might be in like the earlier stages, but like your freakiest experience? Like if you saw something or... So I feel like a lot of it's kind of lighthearted.
I feel like you guys just had a look where you're like, you know exactly what.
I mean,
we see that friendship already.
there's some experiences that were harder for one of us than others.
Yeah. It was when we...
It's okay though, you guys can keep talking.
They're like, we don't want to hear your story.
Sorry.
They're like, you guys go home for crying out loud.
Yeah. It's past our bedtime.
Yeah. They're like tapping their watches.
Wrap it up, ladies.
Yeah.
That does happen though. Like if we come early or if we come on a day off, like they
don't adjust.
They don't adjust.
Like, why are you here?
Yeah.
When?
We appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
we were doing an investigation, and again it was early, so it was like before like I knew how to like protect myself, and before like again not a lot of knowledge of how things were done, and we had this case where we had like this energy. I don't want to say it was a person. I don't think it ever was a person, but but it was definitely we were having poltergeist activity. So it was like picking up brooms and throwing mops, and it was chairs. It was a lot.
Chairs.
Oh.
And I decided, I don't know what I was trying to channel. My inner black t-shirt dude, ghost hunting guy. I have no idea. Sorry for any of you guys out there that are. But yeah. So I was like, I'm like. I was more freaked out because I was like, what? You know, and I think it was just chaos. And I'm like, what is going on in here? Like, I'm just, all of a sudden I just start yelling and I'm getting like aggressive. I think it's because I was probably scared out of my mind and didn't know what to do with it. And then I just kind of backed up. And then all of a sudden, I can't even describe what happened, but I was like talking to them and no one was talking back to me. And I was like, well, I don't know what's going on.
There was so much, there's a little piece in the middle there. We walked in because there were 4 of us. We walked in and I'm walking beeline for the room where all this stuff is happening. And we heard all this crazy stuff happening. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you guys. And I hear a voice and I turn around and Heather and the other two, they're like way across the room from me. They said they felt forced to like walk around in a circle. Mm-hmm. But then I remember something said to Heather, something like it's too late or something like that.
Ooh.
It was weird. Like we walked in and I grabbed them because it was pretty violent and we did not know what we were doing. Like we probably should have not been in that situation. Probably, no.
I mean, look at that.
And I grabbed hold of the other two, and next thing you know, we just like all walked crooked. Like it was the weirdest thing. It was almost like it was like this big like push of energy pushing us across the room.
Weird.
And she's like way across the gallery, and we're far, far, far on the other side. This thing's pretty long, and we're just standing there looking at her, and she's like, "What are you guys doing?"
I'm like, you're going the wrong way.
I don't know. And so anyway, it just got really, really weird.
We retrieved our
yeah,
phones
we got
and
everything.
stuff. We had to climb over chairs.
Yeah. And we went to leave,
crazy.
and I had the key, but I couldn't figure out how to lock the door.
She
It
was
was
just
like I
standing
never had a
there
key in
with
my
her
hand.
key.
I was like, I don't know what to do with this key. Like, I just literally was like, I can't figure out what. And Michelle's like, give me that key. What are you doing? And I'm like, I don't know. And then she locked it. In my head, I was like, oh, that's how that works. And I was like, why did I think that? Like, that was really weird.
Yeah.
And then I was like, hey, I don't really feel great because I started getting sick. And I was like, I don't feel good. Something's not right. And she's like, not answering me.
Yeah, no, the 3 of us are just like, oh my God, that was crazy, you guys.
And they start walking away. And I'm like, you guys, I'm not feeling like there's something wrong. And they're just da, 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 da.
Oh.
And then that was all I could remember for
Yeah.
25
Wait, so did
seconds.
you guys not hear her? Or
So she wasn't actually speaking.
oh, whoa.
Whatever hitchhiked her was in control, and she was not.
That is
So she thought she was saying to us, like, you guys, I don't, and she was getting pissed.
yeah.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. She, in her mind and in her body, she was like, you guys, I need help. Outwardly, though, what we saw was something like,
Oh no.
No, that gave me goosebumps.
no facts.
That's like,
Total facts. Like, no, that was, I'll do it.
yeah. That looks
I know,
as
like, I
well.
just pictured it. I was like, oh.
And I'm like freaking out. And I'm like, oh shit.
But on the inside, you're like, hello.
Yeah. And I realized, like, I was like, that's weird. She's looking at me pretty weird. And then we get around to the front of the elevator, and the door of the elevator opened, and this was the look. She went, like the most beautiful
I've
thing
never
she'd
seen
ever
her
seen in
before.
her
You
life.
finally back.
Like, she's like, what is this glorious thing? And I went, oh shit, that's not Heather. Oh, man.
Oh my god.
So I don't instinctively, I just like it, I mean, it can trigger, because I almost lost her after that. She didn't talk to me for like 2 weeks. But like, I slammed her into the brick wall numerous times before it let go of her, and she came to, and she's like, why the fuck are you beating me?
I came like, I think I can't
The
think
third-
of
I
the
was
third
like,
time. I was
boom,
like,
and I'm
what is
looking this thing
happening?
in this, no offense, it wasn't her. No, I'm looking whatever it was in the face, and it's fully like in shock that I'm affecting it at all. Because there's shock, and then there was the moment that she came back, and she looked at me like, what the
So did you like
doing?
know to do that, or were you just like trying
It was
whatever to get it out?
instinctual.
Okay.
I knew where, I could sense where it was and how to get it out, I guess. I don't really know. It's not a training,
It's just like your intuition.
it's an instinct.
Mm-hmm.
I like literally didn't leave my apartment for a week and a half, and I cried for a week and a half straight. Like, I just have not, I was terrified to even like leave my living room.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't want to go in my room. I didn't want to go to the bathroom. Like, I just didn't want to leave my living room. And it was the weirdest feeling. And then I don't think I investigated for like 2.5, 3
longer.
months, something like that.
Yeah, we got really good stuff, and I remember thinking like, every time I would bring up investigating, she would like shut down. And I was like, shit.
Yeah, I was
So
like,
we just didn't talk about it, but we had the most amazing experiences.
You're like, I have
And she
so much
was
to tell
like,
you.
here's the thing, I don't want to do this anymore. So it was scary. It was really scary.
That
It was
can be
scary because I thought I
traumatizing.
lost her. Like, I thought, we're not friends no more. Like, this, we just became friends. We're no longer friends. This is bad. I beat her ass.
It took me-
I don't know what to do.
You're like, technically, I beat somebody else's ass. It was
I did
you.
technically.
it took me a while. Like, I had to do a lot of grounding, like a lot of like shadow work and ground, like, just because it rocked my world for a while, you know?
Yeah.
So then I was like, okay, like a lot of education, a lot of reading, a lot of like, I'm a big fan of Greg and Dana Newkirk. So I joined their museum, Haunted Museum, and they were doing like classes, and I was like, I need to educate myself much more on what we're actually doing, because I am not going to learn from paranormal TV how this actually is operating.
Yeah.
I should probably really figure out what the heck's going on. So that's what I did, and I feel like it's a lot better now. Like, I can feel when something is trying to affect me. It does happen, not often, but quite a.
You can feel it press.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you can feel it pressing at your.
Or I can
protection.
feel my attitude changing. Like, and I'm like, why am I getting ready to cry, or why am I suddenly get irritated so fast? And then you have to just kind of like, okay, step out of the room and just kind of ground yourself and be like, all right, let me refocus, because I don't want to ever go back to that. And I also don't want to be the person that gets affected all the time, because that's annoying.
It's not annoying.
Well,
It's annoying.
You mean by other people's energies?
Yeah, like
It's annoying for you. Okay,
yeah. Like, I'm like, and just like, if I was, I don't know.
it would be really hard to investigate with someone who was always getting
Affected.
affected by something.
Yeah.
So,
right? We won't.
I mean, it doesn't like happen
We don't need
like,
it
all the
names.
time, but there's been a couple times where we've been in places where all of a sudden I'm like, I'm gonna cry, or I get like anxiety. I'm like, something's not right. Something's not right. I'm getting anxiety. Something's not right. So I don't know. Like,
what's like your go-to for like spiritual protection in that way? So do you have like a grounding practice that you do to make sure?
Yeah. So I like if I'm going into something like that I know is like a like kind of how we were going through, or like when we were going to Bisbee, I journal the night before and try to set my intentions of what I'm not gonna do. One, freak out. Two, like stay focused and just kind of go over those in your head and like do them as bullet points. So that way, if I feel like if I'm confronted with something, I'm like, where's my bullet points? And then I start like thinking about it. But even before then, like, you know, just I think like most people like either like a bath or a shower, and then you just kind of like, you know, light your candles and like, you know, just have like, I always have like, if I really feel like I need like, you know, I mean, some people think crystals are just like silly and I don't like, I mean, I've used crystals and a lot of things to heal things that I was supposed to have surgery for, and then they were like, no, we can't find it anymore, it's gone. And I'm like, okay,
I believe it.
Yeah. So I don't know, there's just like certain things like they're kind of regimen for me, you know, like just even to like stirring your coffee and how many times you stir your coffee, what direction you stir your coffee, and just like things like that, just to kind of keep you focused, because I feel like when I don't focus and I get kind of like, I feel like that's when I'm my worst. Like,
and we talked about this before you got here, I think, but we both have ADD, so I understand you on that. I have to make it a practice to ground myself too, and it helps so much.
Yeah, yeah, and I mean sometimes I get a little too like A, B, C, D. It has to be like this, because if I feel like if I don't, then now I'm off the rails, and I'm like, oh no, like I can't pull it back in.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Do you have any practices that you like to do?
Probably, I have one.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I have a spell that I'll recite if I feel like we're going in the weeds
Mm-hmm.
and something's trying to press at what I've already erected.
Mm-hmm.
But like I've always done the egg of energy in your solar plex, and then you expand it out until you push all the bad out, and then you just
I like that one too.
I like that one. And then we do, like, if we're in a situation where something's pressing, I'll throw a circle up pretty quickly.
Okay.
It's it's just a little spell,
Mm-hmm.
kind of rainy.
Yeah, I like that. I always imagine like a white bubble around. I always tell her to do that too.
I have a lot of anxiety, and she grounds me more than anything. Like, Taylor is mine.
I'm glad I don't scare you. I gave her a crystal. I'm like, bring your crystal.
Yes, I did.
Imagine the bubble.
Yes.
And you're good.
And here she is in the seance.
I know.
Yes.
Go Colleen.
I have my emotional support Taylor.
That's
But
very good.
it is a funny story. So I actually might have told you guys last time, but we did a spirit box at San Carlos Hotel. And I was like, I wasn't afraid going in. Like, I was all for it. I was really excited until it said my name.
Yeah.
Which is like kind of crazy. Like, my name out of like all the names it has in there. And then I was just like, I felt exposed. I didn't want to ask any questions. And then she was asking all the questions. So we like switched roles.
Right on.
I know.
Was
She
like,
took over.
Taylor went and gulp.
Yeah.
I was like, actually, guys, I don't feel good. I'm gonna go.
But I would be the person that would be annoying to be like investigating with,
What was
because
that? Did you hear that? What was that?
I'd be like, everything is a thing. Like,
Yeah. But it was awesome. So I felt like we were a good team in that way.
Yeah, that's awesome.
yeah. But like that's something we really liked about like meeting you guys, is like in a certain way we kind of like saw ourselves and like the friendship that you guys have, like talking about, you know, like when you said, you know, if I talk about this, are they gonna think I'm weird?
Yeah.
You know, and that's something that's been really cool with us with like the podcast, of just like everybody comes up to us and tells us a story,
Yeah.
you know, and it's like, this isn't weird, you know, like it's interesting and it's fascinating, you know, and like we found our friendship through it, and we always encourage people, like, share your quote unquote weirdness, you know, like just be yourself and allow that person to accept you for who you are. Like, you're not weird, like you are who you are.
I mean, it depends. Weird is I'm good with weird.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Like, I feel like I like weirdos more than I like normal people.
I vibe with weirdos more, for sure. I feel like I'm faking it if I'm trying to be normal.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I'm not. There's no normal. No.
I think that's what's cool about us having the museum too, because like people will come in and they'll walk through, and they'll always, like, if we're here, if one of us are here, they'll stop and they'll want to tell us their story, and it's always so cool.
I
Like,
love that.
and then, or they'll be like, "Can I show you this picture?" And we're like, "Yeah." And then they'll like pull up their picture, and then you're like talking about it, and then you know, and they'll give you their whole rundown. Of the next thing you know, they could be talking about their childhood until like their 60-year birthday, and you're like, okay. But they love, like, it's like. But it's like, again, like you're with your people, and they're like, okay, listen, can I talk to you about this? Because I know you're not going to think I'm strange.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
Right.
You're gonna accept me.
Right.
Right. And if you talk to someone else, I mean, you know, talk to someone, there's very few people you can talk to about certain things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, for real, anything weird that happens here, I'm like,
Without someone trying to prescribe you medication.
yeah, for
afterwards.
real. No, I say that all the time. I'm like, you cannot talk to a therapist about the stuff we go through.
Yeah.
Like, because they do want to prescribe medication and or rest.
Yeah. But if you start saying like,
Rest.
well, I'm doing something, and they're whispering in my ear, and they're like, sure they are. You're like, no, really, they are.
What are the whispers saying?
I had one guy like telling me a story, and he's like, do you think I'm crazy? Do you think I need prescription? I'm like, first of all, I'm not the one to ask, but I don't think you're crazy. Like, he was talking about, I think I told you, the woman with the cat eyes.
Oh, the
Yes.
reptilian face.
Yeah, and like, I was like, no, like, this stuff really happens.
See, no, I've seen,
Yeah.
I mean, I know a reptilian.
Do you really?
I do. I'm not going to mention their
Of
name or
course,
anything,
yeah.
but I've seen her real eyes. Like, I saw her.
Shapeshift.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw her real eyes.
Wow.
She used to be my boss.
Ooh.
And now you know she's a her. And then she used to be my boss. And that's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to spit her name out right now. Her name is, no, I'm just kidding.
It works.
Her address is.
We've also been canceled by the reptilians before, so.
Okay, but seriously, we did a reptilian episode, and on TikTok, I did like #reptilian, and we got banned. Like, our reptilian videos got banned, and our algorithm
Really?
sucked after
Yeah.
that. Like, it tanked.
So
It
we're
was
not
just
trying
like,
to beef
wow.
with them anymore.
So no more #reptilians. I'm like, sorry guys.
I mean, were they upset? Do the reptilians run TikTok?
We don't,
They might.
they,
I would not
Chloe's
be.
face just got real serious.
Oh,
She's like,
She's like, erase, I didn't say any of this. I don't know these people. I'm leaving.
again, we're not trying to beef with you guys. I'm just
Please don't make us tank again.
They run everything.
We won't say the R word.
For real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's crazy, but fun.
It is,
It's a fun story.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is cool.
It's fun to break out of
Yeah.
these. I've been here since this
I
morning.
just
Don't mind me.
died. My soul just left my body. Oh god, that was funny. Oh man, we're so strange.
No.
We live such a weird life. I always say, like, if people would like watch our security cameras and what goes on here during the week, they're like, what on earth is happening?
Or just
today?
how we walk through the room when we open the place up. Good morning, you guys. Oh, I hear you. No, I got you. I'm turning your bell on. Okay. And then the spirit box is like, she's in the vault. I'm like, I am in the vault. I'll be right
Yeah.
out.
Spirit box, just letting everyone know where you are.
Like, she's in there now.
And now she's in here.
Yeah, they're so funny. They either love us in the morning or they're like, no, get out. You're like, yesterday you liked me. What is happening?
They're like, do a late start today.
Yeah.
I'm not ready.
We can't tell though if it's off schedule or something new, or they're much like cats. They're like, no, that's not how it's done. You're like,
they're not super fond of painting, but I don't think we have any more painting to do for like a long
I feel like I've heard that
time.
about ghosts.
yeah.
Or just when you're switching up stuff in general, I guess, in a space.
We went to paint this room and we were like, let's do a dark purple, and the first purple was like,
Oh my god,
Barney
it was
purple.
Barney.
and Michelle
it
comes in and goes, you might want to take a look at this purple. And I walked in and I was like, oh my god, that is. And so she's like, let's figure it out. So we're like, well, let's mix black into it. So she's in here painting. She steps out of the room. She comes back. And this chandelier is just swinging around like crazy. And she's like, and trying to get her phone. So the video is literally like,
Like, I gotta get this.
and it's literally like, but it's so funny because you just see, it's like, it's tilted.
Yeah, because when I first
It's like someo's holding
when
on to
I
it,
first
yanking
saw
it
it,
down.
Weird.
it was just hanging there for a second, and I was like,
Like, what am I seeing here? Like, getting
What
ready.
is
You're like, am I
I was standing right where you're standing, and it's just like leaned out towards me, and then it starts like flipping out, and I was like, I don't know what's going on. We didn't have any cameras in here at the time.
That
So
would
she
have
has
been
it.
amazing.
She has her phone, and with her from her trying to get it, there was like fingerprints on it. So now that's like smudged, and now you can see like the.
Oh, it was bad.
It's not
It
a
was
good
the worst
video, but it's like you can see at one point it just like it looks like someone's like hanging off of it. It's like crooked.
Weird.
It's so strange.
What?
I don't know.
Isn't there that song, the swinging from the chandelier?
See
They're all
it. See it up here.
Yes, Sia's up there swinging.
She wanted to swing from the chandelier.
It's never done it since then
Ear.
that we know of. I mean,
No,
I haven't
I
seen
haven't
it.
seen it.
Got a couple things moving here, but that hasn't yet that we know of.
Super random question. And I was gonna tell you this was like, I'll wait till tonight, but because you were talking about people coming in showing pictures, can I show you guys a weird picture?
Yeah, I mean, is it paranormal or is it like one ear?
It's paranormal. Like,
Super big.
you want to see a weird picture?
Dude, it was like totally shocking.
Like,
He's like, are those pasties?
You're like, you know what? Actually, can you guys?
We didn't mention that's what we do at the end of our
I messed it up.
She's like, this is our last segment.
This is a
called-
weird mole that I have.
Can you guys diagnose it?
Punch the lens.
Okay. I didn't get permission to share this on Instagram or anything, so we can't really, but we can still get their reactions.
Okay.
And I don't know, maybe Norman. So my friend texted me
We always just
before.
turn to Norman for this selection.
So she said, my friend lives in Apache Junction on the outskirts, and she said these handprints reappear even after they clean the window, and they're definitely on the outside.
Hold on.
But look at
So they got a
this
peeping Tom?
Maybe.
Like what floor?
The first floor.
First floor?
So I said, I feel like
Hold on.
whether it's a person or not, creepy either way,
Mhm.
but those handprints are weird.
The line down the middle is weird.
They're like skinny and long.
I love, sorry, but Taylor does this to me where she likes to show me videos to creep me out, and sometimes I'm like,
So-
that's not something.
It looks like they drew the fingers,
Like it looks like a line.
right?
Why would there be a line in between the
Well,
palm?
like if they had their hands up against
Like
it,
a
like
cup?
yeah, like they had their fingers cupped. But why would their fingers be flat like that unless they like drug them down?
Yeah.
That's not normal.
I know.
But
so
it seems like okay. So my instinct is
Mhm.
telling me that they have a peeping tom, and they probably
Ew,
should call the
so
police.
creepy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it looks like
that's what I was gonna say. Whether
especially
it's
if they're coming back.
yeah,
Picture they're just like,
it's like literally like.
And there's like a
Because-
forehead print.
Yes, look, there is a
There is a forehead.
Oh my God, there
Oh my
is.
god!
Ew.
Someone's looking at
There's,
their
like-
window.
There's like, because that's usually like a
Yeah.
cheek or like a foot,
Oh,
like that's
heck
usually
no.
skin.
That is scary. I'm like, I text her and let her know. You might need to call the police.
Like, put a camera in your side yard or like a security
Ew.
light.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does kind of look like he's kind of like going like,
Like those are the
Yeah.
big
kind of like
hands,
moving
too.
your
And if
Yeah.
they're coming back after the window's being cleaned, then he's
This
just.
looks this here
North
right here looks like
York,
this part of his head touched it.
Ooh, yeah.
I say he. It,
It looks like a forehead. I mean, there's not a lot of peeping women. I've never
There
been
are
fan
some,
into a
for
peeping
sure.
Thomasina.
Wait, that was a. Are you a Bravo fan?
No, I've
Okay,
never. I
that's
didn't
what-
watch TV. What happened? Did I
Kathy
see something?
Hilton literally said "Peeping Thomasina."
I did. Go me. I'm trending. Yes.
And then Paris said, "That's hot."
Yeah,
That's hot.
that was hot. Yeah.
Ours is gonna be that they're dead.
They're dead.
It does look like an outline of like if someone was doing this.
Yeah, ew.
Yeah,
I know. So it's like either way, it's creepy
Whose room
because
is
it's a
it?
person. It looks like a. I don't know if it's the living room. She didn't go into detail, but
Wow.
all I said was, "Oh hell no."
Yeah, she needs to put a security light out and then maybe poke someone in the eye.
Yeah, I agree.
I feel like
I would not be cleaning it and waiting for it to come back.
No.
I feel like I would
Well,
put a
I mean,
camera
if
right
it came
there
back,
and
you
face
know
it.
that whoever that is back. Like that's
Like coming back all the time.
yeah, that's creepy. That's creepier than a ghost. I am more afraid of people than
People
I am.
are a
of
lot scarier
So
than ghosts.
the hierarchy of fear, I would like to share with you because I don't get to share it anymore. But my hierarchy of fear used to be aliens at the top, and now it's people, and then aliens, and then wild animals, and then those flying pincher bugs, and then ghosts, and then small children. So like people are at the very tippity top of that scale of fear. Thank you.
Yeah,
For sure.
the real world is a lot more scary.
Yeah.
Heck
That's why I like
yeah.
paranormal stuff. Okay, I have one more question, and then. Sorry, I don't want to bulldoze all the
Oh
questions.
my god, no, this
Okay.
is your element.
No, it's yours too. Are there out of like all the cryptids, like, are there any you don't believe in, or are you kind of like, do you believe in everything until it's like proven that, or?
I mean,
And when I say cryptids, like, I don't know, like Bigfoot,
Mothman.
yeah, mermaids.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, all these stories come from somewhere. Like, where do they
Mhm.
come from, right? So they're like handed down. But also, we also know how the game of telephone works. So,
Yeah.
like, he had an eye. Well, he had 3 eyes. And they're like, I heard he had 5 eyes. And you're like, what? So it's kind of like that. But also, too, like, I just feel like there's so much that's not explained in this world. And I think for any of us to say, like, well, I know for a fact that we're the only ones here in the universe, or like, I know for a fact that I think that's crazy, especially with there's like oceans, like part of the oceans has never been like touched or discovered, and like parts of the Amazon that no one's ever been in. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So it's like, I mean, I know those are like centralized locations, but I just feel like there's just there's a lot of speculation that Bigfoot is like an alien also,
Yeah.
or that Bigfoot is like a ghost. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah.
And then some people say
Or
that
like ghosts or aliens.
right, exactly.
Mhm.
Or some say that Loch Ness is just a ghost of a dinosaur. You know what I mean? You're like,
I have never heard that one, but that makes
That
sense.
would be-
so you're like, I don't know, maybe it is. I have no idea.
Yeah.
So
It's like a full body apparition.
Who's to say?
yeah. Yeah. I mean, so I don't know. I kind of like, I don't want to discount anything, but it is kind of hard. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm very on the fence with stuff, I guess. I don't know. How do you?
I'm super skeptical, but I believe in the things that I've seen. I've seen some crazy stuff, but
Mhm.
then again, that's another story. I see things that don't actually happen sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But I've seen like a dinosaur bird when I was out camping. Like it wandered into camp, and I was like, "What the?" Because I was by myself, and it scared the shit out of me.
Yeah.
And then I was like getting ready to get up, and like I don't know what I was gonna do. I was scared. The thing was like 8 feet tall, like it was huge. And then it turned around and went back into the trees, and I was like, I don't know. So I walked over to the tree and measured where its head, like it was huge. I couldn't even reach. It was, I don't know.
That's crazy.
It probably wasn't. I don't know. It was real to me in that moment.
Yeah.
So,
I
but I believe that if there's enough belief, in it that it's probably there and there's a reason for it. There's a reason why. I probably believe in Bigfoot. I've seen a few weird things. Camping. I've seen, like a little alien camping before. So.
Well, I feel also because you're so open to it, and then you do see, like, you're a medium. Like, your brain's not filtering out all these things, so you're gonna be. And I always feel like the national parks and stuff like that is. There has to be stuff out there, like, living underground.
Well, yeah, because you don't
Yeah.
see any creatures. Like, you go into the forest, you don't see creatures. You're not going to see any creatures, let alone one that's trying to hide from you.
Yeah.
They've got places to go. They're not worried about us.
Yeah.
There's, like, some speculation that there's a bunch of, like, little people, too. Like, little teeny people, like, big as this candle. And there's a guy who makes videos, and he sets up a camera, and I can't remember the name of the guy, but he sets up a camera, and he catches, like, little freaking 6-inch
Well, they have, like,
people.
the duendes. Is that how you say it?
Duendes.
Yeah, the Mexican lore.
And I've seen a couple videos of those that are pretty compelling.
Yeah.
As
The
a child, I
security
used to
camera
be terrified of little tiny things, though. I used to be scared to death of little tiny humans. I don't really know why, but I think that was
The borrowers.
no.
That's a deep
It
cut.
was probably Barbarella, actually, that made me afraid of. I don't know if you guys have ever seen
The
it.
what?
Barbarella.
Uh-uh.
It was a science fiction movie with Jane Fonda. Yeah, it's very hippie. It's very trippy
Okay.
because it was like in the 60s, so it was very trippy. But there was like all these dolls with these sharp little mouths. Yeah.
Colleen's like, I'm out.
Like, I don't know, have you ever seen Hellier? So it's on Amazon Prime. Seasons 1 and 2.
Sponsor us. Amazon.
And it dives into a lot of different things in like the Appalachian Mountains, and just the most insane things. And it takes you on this massive journey. And their season 3 is going to be out soon. I'm super excited.
Yeah.
But it's filmed really beautifully, and Carl Pfeiffer films it, and it's so good. It's so cinematic, but it's so weird, and it really makes you question everything. Like, this cup, this, like, what is this? Like, it makes you question everything after you watch it, and then, like, really, like, realize it's so much bigger than, like, you, me, everybody, you know what I mean? And you're like, oh gosh, this is crazy.
Ooh,
Like,
I'll
this,
watch that.
Yeah.
It's
really
when a
good.
mimic's not a cryptid. A mimic's what's a mimic?
We were talking about that.
Yeah, but I feel like they're like cryptid adjacent.
Because we have one here.
yeah,
Do you really?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually between here and there.
yeah, it'll
It-
mimic.
Yeah, but just this
Animals.
area right here.
Okay, earlier when we were over there, I felt like I heard someone clear their voice in here. But then I was like, I don't know. Do you ever hear like people from the other buildings? Or
There is no
There
other.
is no other building. on
Oh,
that side.
you know that.
That's an alley. If you hear anything, it's probably a car driving down the alleyway.
Oh,
You'll hear like
okay.
tire thumping.
But we do get people, like, when we do our paranormal experience nights here, because we do them every weekend, and anyone that sits over there is like, I hear a man talking, and they all say that there's a man talking over here,
Oh, okay.
and they say it all the time.
Yeah, and they'll get touched by that guy
Yeah.
right there. Well, I mean, I say that guy. So that's a female doll, obviously. But her attachment is very much male. And he looks very much like a late 70s Leif Garrett, complete with a very similar haircut.
Oh wait,
He's actually very hot.
I was gonna say we looked
Yeah.
up a picture of Leif Garrett after when you told us about that because you said you saw him behind the
Right
drum.
here
yeah.
too, yeah. He hangs. This is his.
Did you wink at him a little bit?
I mean, he's good. I mean, no,
Just
I'm
wanna work
good. It's not you, it's me.
He likes to, and like when we're doing like anything here, he'll like to take his finger and run it down your neck. It's
And it leaves like this weird icy like feeling down.
yeah.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe it's also me being.
Did you feel an icy finger?
No, but I've been feeling like the shiver. But also, it's like I think like when I get nervous, I tend to shell. You know what I mean? Like, so I think it's...
You turtle.
Yes, I turtle. Yes, exactly. And it's like, I do this, like, it's going to protect me somehow. So
I mean...
He's like, perfect, you've exposed your back.
Well, thank you.
You move forward.
You want to protect and keep strong, though. Don't expose the back of your neck.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Just keep it. You know what I mean? Don't make it easy.
It's too late now.
And if you start to get a headache in the back of your neck, just go outside and put your feet on the ground.
On the grass.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Get a drink of water.
Touch grass, drink water.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff like that.
Ground yourself.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm. Do you have any other questions?
I mean, I guess the thing is like, we kind of already touched on it, but like, I just find so beautiful, again, like your friendship and things like that. Like if you could give advice for people that are kind of like into this stuff, and when I say this stuff, like paranormal, true crime, or like, you know, kind of like, you know, off the quote unquote grid, you know, what would you give your advice to of how to find communities that also enjoy that, or how to, because I think also with this group of women, I know I have a lot of anxiety and like things like that, so it's hard for me to like open up, but you know, I think it's important for us to share that kind of thing.
Yeah. Really started, like I said, like we were talking about earlier, paranormal experience science. Like we started doing that and letting people investigate with us to get comfortable with the paranormal.
Mm-hmm.
And just from us doing it in this building for a little over a year, you know, those people that come, we get a lot of women, and I think we get a lot of women because we're women, and I think they feel comfortable, like, okay, I'm okay to learn with that because I feel safe or whatever.
Yeah.
So they come, and next thing you know, we find out like they're best friends. And then like they didn't know each other before, but now they're hanging out. Now they're taking classes together.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're investigating together.
Mm-hmm.
Now they have a YouTube channel. Now they're doing podcast, and you're just like, that's so cool to watch that like blossom from like all these like nervous people going, I don't know how to do this. And we're like, oh, it's okay. And then they're like, hey everybody, welcome to the show. And you're like, all right, you know, like, it's cool to see. Like, I don't know, it's kind of cool. Like, and then we'll do like, now we do ladies night, paranormal experience nights, you know, which we weren't really we weren't sure we wanted to do it. We were like, well, we don't want to like make anyone feel like they're not welcomed. But again, we do have a lot of ladies who feel more comfortable in the presence of other ladies. Yeah. And so we were like,
they booked out fast.
They booked out really fast. And then we were like, well, then we had like candle classes, like candle spell classes, and like intentional incense crafting. And then, you know, Michelle does a great job at teaching those classes, and you know, they were confiding in her like, we want to do more of these, like we want to do more, like, but we want to learn the craft, but you know, like in a good way. And we're like, yeah, you know, so they always come with us like, you know, different kind of things. And I don't know, I think it's just important to like be comfortable exploring, you know, and knowing and being okay with not knowing everything, you know, like people are like, well, I don't want to investigate because I don't really know. It's okay. That's what you're coming here for, you know.
And nobody ever starts out knowing everything all the time.
No.
You know, we walked into our first situation experimenting.
Yeah.
Really experimenting.
Yeah.
Just like, I don't know, this might work. Let's give it a try. And we still do that to this day.
Yeah, I was gonna say, this is our 9th year, and I don't think we ever like, I know for a fact what's going on here, guys. I think if anyone says that, you should just be like, bye. You know? I just don't think.
One of the Chads and the Brads.
Well, I just like, I don't know how anyone can say they know for a fact, you know, that how something, this is how it should be. Like, I just, in a world this vast and just full of so many different people and energy, and how
dead people have their own personality.
Yeah.
Like also, it goes through like a filter of ourselves too. So everyone's always going to see it differently. Yeah.
Right. And like, you know, a lot of times hauntings are residual, and they're not, you know, they're not intelligent, and sometimes they were never a person. Maybe they're just energy that just got stuck there. So it's like, there's just so many possibilities. Like, that
it could just be like a memory of something.
Yeah. And then you have timelines, and then you have like, I don't know.
Dimensions.
Yeah. It's just, there's so many endless possibilities.
Mm-hmm.
So we're always like open for like play and suggestions. So people are like, well, you know, don't think I'm crazy, but we're like, no, say what you're thinking, because you may say something and we're like, damn, I didn't even think about that. That just blew my mind. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's just again, that whole like curiosity and play is so important. But
that was well said.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. That was beautiful. Thank you.
And for anyone listening, you can go on their website and book the candle making, ladies' night, tarot classes.
Flame and Focus is our candle magic class, and then we have an abundance and success spell, and then tarot class. I'm
doing tarot on Sunday.
You're doing tarot on Sunday. Oh, I'm so
And
glad.
Colleen wants to do the spell class.
Yeah.
So we're gonna also do that one.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, so if anyone wants to join us, come to us.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. We really enjoy, and that was one of the things that we really wanted to maintain and hang on to is we didn't want this place to go, but not just because we didn't want it to go.
Yeah.
We didn't want it to go because there's so many people that come here and have met here that we love that have walked through these doors.
It's like their place. Too.
Yeah, 100%.
You guys have created a safe space for them and to, you know, express themselves. And
it really, like, I don't think we really noticed it until, you know, just recently, because, you know, you get in it and you're so focused on, we got to do this, and you're so focused on getting everything right. And then when people started saying like almost in tears, like, you don't understand how much. And then I think we're kind of like, oh, we didn't really realize like what we were building. Like, you know, we wanted to build it, but we didn't actually know if we got there. You know what I mean? So it was kind of like cool to see people say, I feel safe when I come here. This is where I feel good. This is where I feel. And I'm like, okay, cool. That was the goal. So to explore without boundaries and without judgment, without feeling any sort of way besides, hey, let's just play.
Yeah, I love that.
Yes.
I know, this is my new favorite place.
Yeah.
We felt that way as soon as we walked into Jared's coffee shop.
Yeah.
Same kind of vibe, and here, same kind of vibe. Like, it's like
Love Jared's.
community-based. Yeah.
Love them.
Yeah.
We just love downtown.
Jared
That's
was a
our
pretty
spot.
good example of, how to be cool and welcome community.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But thank you guys so much.
Yes,
again.
thank you.
Thank you so much, and thank you everybody for letting us
Thank everyone in here. I know you guys want to go to bed.
All right, ladies. Thanks everybody
so
for
much.
listening.
Thank you.